The only reason I did that was to show you guys exactly what type of condition I'm in. So some people are, keep asking me if I'm sick. No, I'm not sick. I'm in good health. And yeah, just because a person loses weight doesn't mean they're always sick. So please, some people, stop asking me that question because it gets really annoying. But anyway, this is my Unshelved DVD in Blue Update Part 3. I'm going to go through K through P. This is going to be another long one, and then hopefully I only have one more video left of the Unshelving DVD in Blue. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys with these videos. I want to get through these. I wanted to do it faster, but I had a very, very busy week at work, and I actually worked nights last night, so I'm a little tired, but please bear with me. And before I do the K's through the P's, I have a smaller update of movies that I've already been through that alphabet. And then I also got a package that I want to show you guys. So the movies that I got that I've already gone through in alphabet, I got Babes with Blades, The Flower of Serena. This is from Breaking Glass Pictures, which some movies they put out are pretty good, like Daddy's Little Girl, and then some movies are pretty bad, but yeah, it's a steampunk style action film, and it features world-class female martial artists. So yeah, can't go wrong with a title like that. Plus look at the cleavage on that lady. Holy crap. And then I got a Western zombie film called Bullets for the Dead. Curious as to whether or not that's good. Then I have a British, sort of looks like a blatant ripoff of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Cannibal Farm. Instead of it being a fat Leatherface, though, it looks like an anorexic Leatherface, so I'll be checking that out soon. Then I got Children of the Corn, Runaway. I haven't heard anything about that one yet. And then I have Susanna O'Brien film, The Doll, It's Playtime. Okay, I'm going to read the synopsis of this on the back for you. It has internationally renowned model and internet sensation Valeria Lukyanova. I probably butchered that. Anyway, it's also called The Human Barbie, which she's called The Human Barbie, whatever. She makes her terrifying, memorable screen debut in this impressive, suspenseful thriller. It's when Chris and Andy order a model from an escort service, they find that something is unnaturally wrong with Natasha. Something deadly wrong. Little do they know that while Natasha is a breathtaking beauty, she's really a possessed doll created by a mad doctor in an unholy laboratory, built with the urge to kill and dominate the minds of others so they will kill for her. I thought it sounded pretty cool, so I grabbed it up. Alright, now this package that I got, we're going to take it back to the extreme side of things, if you know what I mean by extreme. This package is from Black Lava Entertainment, and these are really nice releases, and I'm glad to have them. A couple of them, well, 4 of them actually I really haven't seen. So, but first off, I got Cryptic Plasm. By the way, these are all from Austria. At least the package came from Austria, but it has this nice little slip cover here, and you have the disc on the inside with artwork. This is a Brian Paulin film. Everything on the back is basically either an Austrian language or German, but a lot of people know about Cryptic Plasm. Then I got a newer film by Casper Jewell. It is A God Without a Universe. And yes, I know there's titties on there, but I can't help it. I want to show the movie, and the inside is the same way, so it's the same artwork. But this one is Anders and his sister Mia went through a difficult childhood. Mia was constantly sexually abused by her father, while her depressive mother just sat there and watched. After a prison sentence for the murder of his father, Anders is reunited with his sister, and Mia dreams of a new start for both of them. However, their sinister past catches up with them, and demons from the past must be faced anew. Yeah, this is in a Danish language, but it has English subtitles. Then I have a James Quinn film. This is called Flesh of the Void. This is a 76-minute uncut film. I have number 350 out of 500. And it's the same thing. It comes with a nice little slipcase. And then there's different artwork on the inside. But this is an independent extreme horror film. Okay, and the back of this says, some people think of dying as a peaceful fading. Some think of it as going into the light. Reliving your life in a brief moment of relief. What if those people are wrong? What if dying isn't peaceful? What if it is an endless trip of relentless agony, confronting and with all you have ever feared, hated, felt disgusted by, or deeply despised, sending you on a surreal trip of primal fears, filth, depression, and violence. Flesh of the Void tries to visually depict just that. Forget about your hopes and dreams. Burn your Bible. Emptiness is your God now. So yeah, that sounds pretty wicked. The next one I got is Vomit Gore 4. Yep. The original title of this was Black Mass of the Nazi Sex Wizard. Buddy of mine said this was kind of bad, but I wanted it to complete my collection of the Vomit Gore film, Lucifer Valentine. So yeah, that's Vomit Gore 4. And then the last one I got is a film called Truth or Dare. No, this is not the Bloody Disgusting Selects, Truth or Dare, and it is not the one that's where the trailer's making its rounds out right now. This is a more extreme film, and this is a nice little digibook. You open it up, you have all these little pages, and unfortunately it is in it's a German language, I believe it's German, but it's got a lot of the nasty gore pics in it. It's a nice release. Look at that nasty shit. Yeah. But anyway, flip it to the back. There is the disc. It's really cool, and it's complete uncut edition. I love that cover art. Love it. But yeah, that's it. That's what I got from Black Lava. Now let me get on with the update. Starting off with K. Okay, first off, from IFC Scream Factory, Killing Ground. I haven't seen this yet, but I actually heard some good things about it, so hopefully it's good. Then I got from Artsploitation Films, Killbillies. This was a really cool, bloodthirsty hillbilly friggin' slasher-like film. I dug it. Then I have Knights of the Damned. Now, when I first put this in, I had to take it out because the dragon at the beginning looked like some sci-fi crap. But it is from award-winning executive producer Chris Newman, who is involved with Game of Thrones, Star Wars, and Band of Brothers. So I'm going to give it another shot. I didn't really like the beginning of it. Maybe the film will change as it goes on. Next I got Kill Order. This is a pretty cool little film. It's an action film. It's like a kid that suffers from unexplained memories and he finds out that he has this unknown strength and stuff, and he has to fight off like these attackers, people that are attacking him and stuff, and he doesn't really know why. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Then I have, this is a legit release, and this is from Australia, and it is The Keep with Scott Glenn. This really needs an official release here in the United States. I'm glad to have that. Then I have from Camp Motion Pictures, Killer Rack. Gotta love a title like that. Then I have a demon slasher film, Knucklebones, which was okay for low budget. It was decent enough. Then I have a little 7 killer movie pack, Kung Fu Zombies. This comes with Shaolin vs. Evil Dead, Shaolin vs. Evil Dead 2, Kung Fu Zombie, We Are Going to Eat You, Spirited Killer 2, Spirited Killer 3, and Kung Fu from Beyond the Grave. Yeah. Then I have another one of these shitty Krampus films, Krampus Unleashed. This one's actually a little better than some of the other ones that have came out, but not by much. Then I got Jackie Chan in Kung Fu Yoga. This was a fun film, and then the scene here with him and the lion in the car, that part was hilarious. Then I got the Blu-ray of Kong Skull Island. Saw this in theaters, and this was highly entertaining. Really enjoyed that. It's like a kaiju. Killing Gunther with Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is basically where a bunch of assassins, where Arnold is an assassin, and a bunch of other assassins are out trying to kill him. The funny thing is, you don't get to see Arnold Schwarzenegger until the end of the movie. But it was entertaining. I really enjoyed it. It's pretty funny. And then last for the K's is Keep Watching. This has, what is the kid's name? Chandler Riggs from The Walking Dead. And this is basically kind of like a home invasion film. And I thought it was pretty decent. Alright, move those out of the way. Now I'll get on with the L's. First up, from Scream Factory. This is The Lesson. I enjoyed this film. This is basically like a teacher that terrorizes 2 of his students because they act up in class. Yeah. I enjoy a lot of the Scream Factory, like lesser known titles that they put out. Then I have Lights Out. It's a okay PG-13 film. Then I have the Levenger tapes, which I have not gotten around to watching this one yet, but the back sounded really cool, so I had to grab it up. This one is called Lake Alice. It's a home invasion slasher style film. This is also put out by Breaking Glass. I have the Vestron release of Lair of the White Worm. Classic stuff. Absolutely love this movie with Hugh Grant. Then I have The Legend of Tarzan. This is actually a decent Tarzan flick, man. I really dug that. Then I have the Blu-ray of Logan. One of the best films to come out last year. Brutal, violent comic book film. Absolutely enjoyed it. This is how the X-Men films should have been. Even though I do enjoy the X-Men films, I really liked Logan and the route that they took with it. Great stuff. I have League of Gods. This is another Asian fantasy film. Highly enjoyable. Lots of cool like gods and stuff in it. Really dig that. Then I have the Vinegar Syndrome release of Liquid Sky. Such a trippy film, but it's a cult classic. I also have a legit DVD release of this, but I wanted to upgrade to Blu-ray, so I'm glad to have that. And this one I got from Twisted Anger. This is Lucky Sky Diamond, the unofficial guinea pig entry. The only bad thing about this is there's no subtitles, and it's a very strange film, so it's a weird one, but it was cool. Living Among Us is this kind of like a shot like found footage, like documentary style. It's where camera crew is following around a family of vampires, and you know the vampires are supposed to be they live in society, kind of like, you know, True Blood, but then they find out that they actually do bad things behind closed doors. It's a decent film. I have the seven film collection of Leprechaun. I'm not really a big fan of the Leprechaun films, but I had the first three, so I just wanted to get the rest of them just to complete my collection. Then I have Leatherface. I really enjoyed this film, man. I thought it was a cool take, like a prequel to a direct prequel to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I liked it, man. I liked the little twist at the end. Thought that was cool. The Last Starship. This is a movie that I just blind bought, and when I first put it in, the green screen is terrible. Terrible, but I'll have to give it a second go. I have the Scream Factory release of Lady in White. This is another classic film. Enjoy that. Then I have Legend of the Naga Pearls. This is another Asian fantasy film. This one is really, really cool. It's about these gods that were defeated by humans. Their wings were taken from them, and one man holds the Naga Pearl, something like that. I can't trying to remember. And the gods find out about it, and they're trying to get the Naga Pearl. That way they can get their powers back and take over the earth again. But yeah, really, really cool. Definitely check that one out. I'll do that one last. The next one is The Lift. Classic Blue Underground Blu-ray release. Everybody knows about that one. I still need to get the a remake to it. I think it's called Down. Then I have from, who put this out? Level 33 Entertainment. The Legend of the Psychotic Forest Ranger. Oh man, this was bad, dude. Even the Forest Rangers one-liners were terrible. Then I got another Asian fantasy film, but this one is a CGI, like animation, whatever. This is Legend of Ravaging Dynasties, or Lord. Very, very, very strange film. You really have to pay attention to this to at least try to understand exactly what's going on. But yeah, then I have the Blu-ray of Life. I really like this film, man. Everybody shit on, a lot of people were shitting all over this, and when I finally watched it, I was like, damn, this was a good movie, man. What the hell is everybody talking about? But that's just my opinion. Then I have Lake Fear 2. Funny thing is, I don't even have Lake Fear 1. But I just went out on a limb and grabbed this up, and it's pretty decent. And there's actually some nasty little scenes in this film. So I'm glad I got that one. And then last for the L's, I got this nice little German hard box of Last House on Dead End Street. I have number 45 out of 222. I got this from a buddy of mine, old YouTube friend. He's on Facebook as well, through his well, PayPal account, but his eBay account. But yeah, really, really nice to have this. Alright, now on to the M's. I got The Monster, which is a really cool creature feature flick. I don't really know if I would have gave it the award for the best horror film of last year, but it was good. But yeah, that's The Monster. Morgan, really cool flick, nice sci-fi thriller, highly enjoyed that one. Then also from Twisted Anger I have Muzani, which of course this one says, where does it say it? It says it on the back that it's in English language. No subtitles at all. So yeah, that's Muzani. And I have the Blu-ray Artsploitation release of Memory of the Dead. This was a really cool flick in my opinion. Highly enjoyed that one. And I have Mind Blown. Here's another one of those blind buys where it sounds good and then you start the movie off and the CGI, oh, just makes you just take it right out of the DVD player. But I will eventually watch it someday. Then I have Wild Eye releasing, and I normally try to avoid these Wild Eye releasings, but just the cover arts pull me in, and I've heard nothing but bad things about this film, and I still went and bought it because I'm a sucker like that. Morbid. Haven't watched it yet, so I can't leave my opinion, but I haven't heard any good things about it at all. Then I have the Blu-ray release of The Monkey King, Havoc in Heaven's Palace. Really, really cool fantasy film again. I love these Monkey King films, man. They're just so off the wall and crazy. Then you have MFA. This is a revenge flick with Clint Eastwood's daughter, Francesca Eastwood. Pretty good flick. I have the Blu-ray of Mother. This is getting up and down reviews, mixed reviews. I haven't watched it yet, but I pretty much know the gist of what it's supposed to be about, like the metaphors in it and everything. But yeah, I'll check that one out sooner or later. And I have Monster X, independent film, where these people go to a movie theater and all these monsters start going in the movie theater and killing people. It was decent. It's, in a way, it's kind of like Anthology a little bit. Childhood favorite of mine. This is a guilty pleasure. I know this movie is fucking bad, but I love it. Mac and Me. This is an E.T. ripoff, but I always enjoyed it when I was young, so I wanted it in my collection. And I have Monty Python and the Holy Grail, classic comedy. Absolutely love this one. This is the 40th anniversary Blu-ray. Then I have Mother Krampus, which this wasn't too bad. I don't know why it's titled Mother Krampus, but it was a decent watch. Then I have the Arrow release of Madhouse. Another classic film right here. Highly enjoy that one. Then I have Mayhem, which I dug this better than Belko Experiment. I know they're a different storyline, but they're kind of similar in a way because of the people trapped in an office building and they have to kill each other off. This one was really good, man. Stephen Yeun does an excellent job in this film. And I have The Mummy with Tom Cruise. I didn't think it was as bad as people are portraying it to be, but yeah, that's The Mummy. And I have the Blue Underground 3-disc limited edition Blu-ray of Manhattan Baby from Lucio Fulci. Another classic film. Glad to have that. And I have another Asian fantasy film. This one's called The Mermaid. This is from Stephen Chow, the guy who did Kung Fu Hustle. Really cool film in my opinion. Then I have from Unearthed Films, Madness of Many. This is a 3-disc. And then I have another Unearthed Films, Mechanics. This is a very, very weird film. If my memory serves me correctly, there is stop animation in this film. I might be wrong. I might be getting it confused with something else. Then I have classic comedy, Moving Violations. This has one of the Murray brothers in it. Which one? John Murray. Classic stuff. Then I have another classic comedy with Chevy Chase, Modern Problems. Absolutely love that film. Then I have a found footage style film called Man Vs. It's where a guy's doing like a woods expedition by himself, and he ends up coming across an extraterrestrial. It's okay. It's not too bad. My son didn't like it though, but I enjoyed it. You have a slasher film called Metal Face. This one's pretty bad. The killer looks cool, but it's not a good movie. Then I have The Mind's Eye from RLJ Entertainment. This is sort of like Scanners. Pretty decent flick in my opinion. I enjoyed it. This one I haven't watched yet, but this is Wild Eye releasing again, and it has Tiffany Shepis in it. This is Model Hunger. Some of the Wild Eye releasings are decent flicks, but a lot of ones that I've picked up have been real eyesores, man. Then I have the double feature Scream Factory, Metamorphosis, and Beyond Darkness. Two more classic films that I'm glad to have. And last for the M's, I have the Arrow release of Microwave Massacre. Cheesy as all hell, but fun. Alright, these are about to fall. Let me get on with the ends. First off, I have the Blu-ray of Ninja Hunter. Cool action flick. Really enjoy that one. Hang on. Needed that. Mouth was getting dry. Alright, then I have the complete series of The Night Gallery. Rod Serling. Classic TV show. Really glad to have this one. It's actually a nice set too. Take it out and got all the individual discs and everything. You can get it relatively cheap too. I got it from Walmart. Relatively cheap. Then I have a newer film that just came out. It is called Nails. I haven't watched this one yet, but it looked pretty good. Then I wish I would have got the one with the other cover art. But I ended up picking this up from Family Video a long time ago, and it's a total different cover. But man, this movie is it's such a blast, man. So ridiculous. Night of Something Strange. Oh man, there's genital mutilation in this, and oh, the girl has this fucking like creature coming out of her vagina. Oh man, this was so much fun. But I really wish I would have knew about the other cover art. I would have ended up buying that one online instead of picking this one up, because this cover does not give the film justice. A lot of people would pass this up by seeing it. And the weird thing is, the chick that's on the cover right there, she kind of looks, in the cover art, she looks like, what's her name? Neve Campbell from Scream. Yeah. I really dug that flick. Funny as hell. I have a double feature of comedy classics of Night Patrol and The Wrong Guys. Love those films. Then I have the Blu-ray release of The Neon Demon, which the film's okay. Wasn't a huge fan of it. Then I have a Zomcom Night of the Living Deb, which was pretty funny in my opinion. I enjoy it. And I have the Blu-ray release of Necromantic. Yep, gotta have that in your collection. And I have the Blu-ray release of Nighthawks, put out by Shout Factory. Classic Sylvester Stallone film. Really enjoy that one. Then I have Navy SEALs versus Demons. I have Navy SEALs versus Zombies too, and I enjoyed that, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger on this one. I haven't watched it yet, but like I said, I enjoyed the first one. Then I have No Solicitors. This has Eric Roberts in it and Felissa Rose. This is like a family of cannibals. Then I have a film called Nocturne. And I want to say I watched this. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is where people are hanging out in a house and they awaken this demon that possesses one person and just kind of goes on a little killing spree. It was a decent flick. I liked it. Then I have The Neighbor with Josh Stewart and Bill Engvall. I really, really enjoyed this film as well. If you haven't seen The Neighbor, I would definitely check it out. And last for the ends, I have The Night Shift, which looks like some low-budget independent stuff. Haven't checked it out yet, but looking forward to it. On with the O's. I got Open Water 3, Cage Dive, which I really dug this film. This is the DVD, not the Blu-ray, but I enjoyed it. I like a lot of killer shark films as long as they're not the cheesy sci-fi ones. I have a film called Orion. Don't know much about this one, but it's probably shit. And I have Ouija, Origin of Evil, which I actually enjoyed this one. It's much better than the first Ouija film. And I have The Other Side, MVD visual, and I think this is a zombie. Yep, this is another zombie film. Like I said, I'm a sucker for zombies, but I haven't watched this one yet, so I will sooner or later. Then I have from Magnolia Entertainment, Officer Down. Ridiculous, cheesy. It's like grindhouse type style type of movie, but it was fun. Then I have from the Sleaze box, Once Upon a Nightmare. And last for the O's, I have another Christmas horror film. It's called Once Upon a Time at Christmas. It's not too bad. The only thing is the guy that plays Santa, well, I'm not going to say him, but Mrs. Claus is a ripoff of Harley Quinn. She even has the baseball bat and everything, and yeah. Alright, now for the P's, and then I'll get on with part 4 soon. Pulse, Arrow release of Pulse. More classic stuff. From Mickey Keating, Psychopaths. I really enjoyed this flick. I only heard of one person that didn't like it. I really don't understand why not, but I really, really dig this film. I thought it was really cool. Then I have another zombie film, Peelers. This is fun. This is a zombie film based inside of a bar. Really enjoyed that. It's funny. Then I have the Blu-ray release of the Poughkeepsie tapes, which I really enjoy, this mockumentary film. Then I have Jack Hunter's Paranoia tapes. Haven't watched this one yet, but looks interesting. Then I have a triple feature of Psycho Circus triple feature, three Rings of Terror. This has The Brotherhood of Satan, Torture Garden, and The Creeping Flesh in it. This was put out by Mill Creek Entertainment. Now, I know a lot of people shit on Mill Creek, and yeah, they do put out them stupid packs, but I actually think they're putting out some good Blu-rays. So yeah, that's a Psycho Circus. Then I have The Purge Election Year. This is the third one, and I still enjoy the second one the best so far. This is called Pitchfork. This is a low-budget slasher film. That was just okay. Then I have Phantasm Ravager. I still need to get Phantasm 4, man, but it's going for crazy-ass prices, and I'm not willing to pay that price for that movie because it's really not that good. But yeah, Phantasm Ravager. That one's really not that good either. I have the Blu-ray of The Pit from Kino. I love this film. It's really cool. Then I have the Steelbook of Popcorn. This is a really, really nice release from Synapse. Really enjoy. Great 80s stuff. I enjoy it. Then I have the Vestron release of Parents. Another classic in my opinion. Then I have Power Rangers, which I actually enjoyed this film. I thought it was fun. Just cheesy fun, you know, popcorn fun. Then I have the Disney live animated of Pete's Dragon. Live action is what I meant to say, not animated. Yeah, that's Pete's Dragon, which I thought was pretty cool. Then I have season 1 of Preacher, which is a really, really good show. I just recently started watching this. I really dig it. Really, really cool. It's got some good gore and stuff in it too. Season 2 of Preacher. I haven't gotten to this one yet because I'm still in the middle of season 1. But yeah, that's Preacher. Then I have Pet, a Love Story. Really dug the shit out of this movie, man. It's like this guy's obsessed with this girl and she's creeped out by him, and then he ends up like kidnapping her and leaving her inside of a cage, and there's a reason why. You'd have to see the film to know why. But I dug it, man. It was really good. And you have Patient. I haven't watched this one yet, but I kind of like that cover art. This is based on shocking, untold, true events from the producers of The Martian and 300. This is Phoenix Forgotten. Isn't this James Cameron? Oh no, producer Ridley Scott. Okay, it's from producer Ridley Scott. A found footage film, which I haven't gotten around to watching yet, but I will. I got Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales, which I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed it better than the last 2 Pirates of the Caribbean films. And then I have another movie called Pulse, 80s film. This one's put out by Mill Creek as well, which I thought was a nice release. And then the last 2 for the P's, I have the Paul Naschy Collection, Volume 1. Which a lot of people have already seen this, but I'm glad to have that. And of course I have Paul Naschy Collection 2. Alright, that's it guys for part 3 of my DVD Blue update. Hope you guys enjoyed. I had a very busy week, so I will get to the comments and everything on my last video. I haven't really been online watching, but I do see that there's people commenting and stuff, so I'm going to get on there and I'm going to make sure I reply to you guys and just say thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Deuces.